Hi, welcome to Little Willow Homestead. Today I'm going to be packaging up our eggs, and Southern Feathers Shippers has offered to give our viewers a 5% off discount, and so I'm going to show you the shippers that I use and how I use them. So they do have a larger variety than obviously what I use. These are just what I've chosen to purchase. They do have an actual full box setup where you don't have to add the peanuts or the bubble wrap or anything else. It basically fits inside of the medium box. It comes with the actual foam shipper, and these have, the ones that I use are the 14 egg shippers. You just pop these out. But there are ones that come with that he has that are just the full setup where you don't have to add anything to it. These are just the ones that I've purchased, like I said. So I prefer to ship express. We have actually had much better success with the eggs arriving intact than just shipping priority. I do offer priority. In fact, that's what I have on my website when people order. But I've shipped both ways, and the eggs do much better when they're shipped express. And I've been blessed to have my first customer is I should say, postal carrier, and has been for 20 plus years. And so we tried the priority, and we were both kind of doubtful. She was more than I was, just simply because I didn't understand how those eggs were handled. And one of the things that she explained to me was that priority boxes are thrown into a bag. So they go on the belt. They are treated basically pretty much just like any other package. And so they're not handled with care at all. Where these, when you ship it express, they're set aside. They don't go into the bags. And so they're handled much more gently. And we've just seen way better, we've just had way better success with the express. And yes, it's more expensive, but I mean, when you're going to spend $100 on a dozen hatching eggs, spending $20 more to ensure that your eggs arrive intact isn't really that much more money. Because, I mean, it's either that or sometimes they'll just get smashed. So the first box of eggs that I shipped out priority, and I double boxed them. So I put them in this size of a box, and I did 2 dozen. And so I layered the bubble wrap and the peanuts in with it, along with the foam shipper and the foam padding. And then I put this into a bigger box, and I surrounded it with peanuts and padding. And by the time those eggs had gotten to her, they were smashed. So that is one of the main reasons why I always encourage my customers to choose the express. They don't have to. That is 100% their choice. If they don't want to spend that extra money, they don't have to spend that extra money. I just encourage it, just because I want the eggs to do well. I want them to arrive intact. And so this particular order is for a dozen rainbows. So I always try to send extras, and I try to give the biggest variety that I possibly can in my rainbow dozens. And so I'm just going to show you guys how I do this. It's going to be different for everybody as far as how you choose to package your eggs with these shippers, but this is just what I've found works for me. And my packing station is actually downstairs in my basement, but my lighting down there is horrible. So that's why I brought this up here to show you guys. So the first layer I do, if I'm only doing a dozen, the first layer I put in a layer of peanuts, basically to fill the space. Now another thing you can do rather than buying peanuts that I've heard of people doing is using the, basically these are just the hole cutouts. So you could layer the bottom with these, and you're going to have a ton of them. You know, if you're shipping eggs, you're going to have a ton of these, you know, to be able to hold on to them. I put these, when I pop them out, I take them and I put them in a big basket downstairs in my shipping area. And so I can pull from those. And I'll show you another thing that I do with these, just to ensure that they have as much padding as possible. But like I said, you can use these as a layer in the bottom before placing your shippers in there. This is just what I've done, and it's what's worked, and so that's why I keep doing it. So after I have a layer of the peanuts in the bottom, I'll just take bubble wrap. And this is perforated, so I just rip off a piece, and then I set it in there, and I really try to make sure that that layer of peanuts isn't too lumpy. You really want it to be as compact as possible. And I just put in a couple layers. And after I put in the bubble wrap, I layer the flat foam shipper, or the flat foam piece, into the box. So this set is, like I said, it's the 14 hole shipper, and it comes with, it's the set. So it comes with a top and bottom cover. So what you do with this is you pop these out. And I'm going to be shipping 14 eggs, so this customer will be getting a couple of extras. You just okay, so once I have all of the holes popped out, I'll just place this flat foam shipper in here, the flat piece, and then I place this on top. Yep, just like this. And then what I do, just to ensure that they have as much padding and cushion as possible, is I will cut little discs out of these, and I will place them in the bottom of each hole. And they're about 1/4 to a 1/2 inch thick, and they go everywhere. And they definitely have static clean. They want to stick to everything. So when these arrive, they are actually saran wrapped and rolled. They have a few suggestions in the box from customers on how to fluff them up. So I will pop them in the dryer for about 5 minutes on continuous high heat, and it fluffs them right up. You definitely want to pull them out of the package immediately and get them fluffed up. You don't want to leave them rolled up. And if you do not pull them out immediately and fluff them up, and you say you forgot or you left them for a long period of time, you can wet them down, wring them out, and put them out in the sun. Or you can put them in the dryer. These are just suggestions from other customers that have purchased these. There are other ways you can fluff them up. You can open them up and let them sit for a long period of time. You can put them out in the sun or outside in the heat, and that will help, permitting it's not super windy where you're at. That's also an option. Okay, so once I have all of my holes filled with those little discs that I cut, then I will start to fill my foam shipper with the eggs. These shippers have been great with all my different little sizes of eggs that I have. These are really good for just basic chicken eggs. I believe they have shippers for different sizes of eggs. So you can get on there and you can check that. But so far, even my small to medium size eggs fit, and my large to sometimes even extra large size eggs do well in these. And I will just push them down until they touch that little disc on the bottom. Okay, so once I have all of my eggs in here, then I will do the exact same thing on the top. I will cut more discs, put them all along the top on each one of the holes. Okay, so once I have all of the discs on top, I will do pretty much the exact same thing that I did on the bottom, other than putting the peanuts. I don't do the peanuts on the top. I will just layer as many layers of bubble wrap as I need to. So I will go ahead and put the flat piece on top of this. And then I will layer my bubble wrap on top until it's nice and secure. I don't want any movement of these eggs inside of this box. So I will make sure that I have enough layers that when this closes, it's pretty tight in there. You don't want it too tight. You don't want it smashing those eggs, but you do not want those eggs to be moving around. And once I feel like I have enough layers in there, then I'll go ahead and close up the box and I will tape it up. And when you do Priority Express, you're supposed to use their Priority Express tape and stickers, which are not actually very easy to find. And I always put extra tape on the edges just to make sure that the box is nice and securely taped. Okay, so once I have the box all taped up and ready to go, I use Super Bright stickers. We purchase these off of Amazon, and I will leave a link below on where to get these. And then we just put them in our printer and print what we want it to say off. So on the top, we always put hold for pickup and please call, and then we write the phone number down here below. There's room enough to write the phone number below. And then we always put some I'm Fragile handle with care stickers on there, and some arrows so they know not to flip the box over. Some of these arrows actually we had printed on there this side up. And then we have some of the most important ones, which are the live embryo stickers. And I love the print that my husband chose for this one. Basically like, hello. Anyways, it's really important to use lots of bright colored stickers that label your box. That way they know to handle it with the utmost care. Our post office has actually said that it's really important to have these on there, and so has the postal carrier that I have shipped to, she let me know that these stickers really do make a difference. Okay, that's it. Now I've placed all of the stickers on here so they know which side is up, what it contains, so that they're careful with what's in the box. We do everything we can to ensure that they make it safely. Obviously, it's really up to the Postal Service to handle it with care. But I will go ahead and do a click and ship and print off this label. I have a bunch of other eggs that I need to ship out this week as well. But this is how we package our eggs. And those are the shippers that we use. I will leave a promo code in the description for 5% off if you want to check them out. It's southernfeathershippers.com, and I will also leave a link to that below in the description as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions about eggs or shipping them, please let me know. Until next time, guys, God bless.